Now, the second approach I'd like to take a look at is online networking through LinkedIn. And we've already touched on a few areas of LinkedIn already around profile optimization, enhancing your settings, looking at groups, etc. But now I just want to take a few minutes just to look at how we engage with clients on LinkedIn. Because sometimes we are driven by instant gratification that can really come through in our messages when we're interacting with prospective customers. So what we want to do when we start to engage with clients and perhaps send them an invitation to connect with them on LinkedIn is really to have a very personalised approach. And why? Well, because it increases your acceptance rate. Standard invites are often viewed as spam these days, and they're often deleted and worse still reported as spam. So when you send an invitation to someone, frame your communication with the mindset of what will the client think when they read this. Pinpoint something of interest that you both have in common and construct a very personalised invitation. Compliment their company or reputation. Explain you like to network with high performers. State what your interests are and how you feel a connection may add value. What are you passionate about? What's going to be mutually beneficial in order for you to connect with each other? Now, I've given you an example here of a personalised invite that I personally sent to somebody. And a good way to self-monitor yourself as to whether you are being client-centric or whether you're being recruiter-centric. I have a little acronym here that works really well for when we engage with customers that we've never spoken to before. So words that set alarm bells ringing are rats. Our customers are experts at sniffing out a rat. So if we're approaching them purely for the purposes of wanting a job from them or wanting to place them as a candidate perhaps, and we lead with that approach, it can put prospects off because they feel like they may be under pressure to buy or connect with you. So a good check-in process may be, and I use this with sales training as well, so we're going to revisit this acronym when we look at how we engage people in telephone conversations in a sales process. But if your invitation to a LinkedIn connection contains recruitment, agency, temps or staff, then there's a good chance there that it's recruiter-centric and not client-centric. So use this as an auditing technique, that when you do send invitations to clients, that you're not actually talking about any of these areas. The aim here is to passively interact with a client in the initial stages of a relationship. Remember, we need to go back to that know, like and trust. And that may take a few points of contact to take a prospective client through that process. So when it comes to initiating conversations online, particularly in LinkedIn groups perhaps, or on blogs that other people have posted, the guidelines really are giving, posting and sharing. So ask lots of questions, contribute to discussions, be thought-provoking, answer questions and discussions if you know the answer to those questions. Thank people, show gratitude everywhere. If someone likes an update or shares an update or recommends you or endorses you, show gratitude to all of them. And as we've already discussed, LinkedIn updates should only be quality content. There are areas within LinkedIn for you to post jobs, and status updates really isn't one of those areas, unless you have a really great job and your candidates and your clients aren't really used to seeing you post jobs in your status updates. A guideline for status updates, no more than 2 updates per day, and you probably want to look at updating early in the morning and late in the afternoon, because those are the peak traffic times with LinkedIn in terms of people on their way to work or on their way home from work.